My name is Derron, and I want to thank you for tuning in to episode 2, season 2 of my podcast, The Better Way Podcast. And today I wanted to sit outside in nature and record my podcast. And I wanted to do that because it's such a beautiful day. I wanted to do that because there's something special about nature. I wanted to sit out here in nature today and just take it all in and just pause from the busyness of life and the schedules of life and just take nature in. There's something special about when you sit in nature. It allows you to connect with yourself. It allows the things on the outside world to just pause for a second, so you can appreciate the moment that you're in. I know for myself, I find myself going from 60 to 100 on a daily basis, and in a weird kind of way, I like it. But sometimes we just need to just slow down. Because if we're always going from this journey to that journey, to this goal, to that goal, from this destination to this destination, there are often times when we do not stop and appreciate the moment that we're in. And sometimes it's not so much of going from destination A to destination B or destination C. It is what you become in the middle of it. But if you're always busy trying to get from this place to that place, you miss so much of your development. I have an uncle that tells me, he said, D, you have more years behind you than you do in front of you, and you need to slow down a little bit, son, and just enjoy life. He says, when you go out to eat, he said, order you a really good steak and take the time to enjoy the steak. Chew it up. Let it sit in your mouth. Get all the aroma. Get all the grace out of the steak, D. If you order you a glass of wine or a glass of bourbon, smell it and get the burl. Get the aroma out of it. Enjoy it. Slow down. PG-13. If you have a significant other and you all are making love, slow down and enjoy each other. D, there's always a time to speed up, but there's always a time to slow down and enjoy the moment. Maybe in your own life, you are always occupied in getting from one place to the other place, and that your plate is so full. And because your plate is so full, you don't really get a chance to appreciate you. When's the last time that you actually appreciated you for where you are? When's the last time that you actually paused life? Remember how you used to pause those old cassette tapes? Pause! When's the last time that you actually paused your life and said, hey, sir, hey, ma'am, you're really doing a good job. I'm really proud of you. You know, I know you're trying to get here, and I know you've got some bumps along the way, and you've got some bruises along the way, and you've got some things that you're still working through every day to make the best version of you. But right now in this moment, you're doing a really good job. You know, it's important that we take the time and enjoy the moment that we're in. And that's why I wanted to sit in nature today and record this podcast, because I wanted to be free of the structure. If I had put myself in the library, if I put myself in the studio, and Lord knows I love recording in the studio, but I wanted to be free of the structure. I wanted to be free of all the chords. I wanted to be free of the on and off buttons. I wanted to be free of the green lights, just for this podcast, and maybe more. Because nature heals. Nature heals. And to be quite honest, I've been dealing with some things over the last week or so that brought me a little disappointment. And it's nothing that I done. It's nothing that anyone close to me done. It's nothing that anyone who supports me done. It was something that a business did that overlooked the situation, and it took my moment of being happy and gleeful to a plummet. But I made a video and I posted it on my social media platform that you can't control other people. You can't control another person's intentions or their thought process. All you can really do is control you. And sometimes controlling you is really just letting go. And that's why it was important for me today to step outside of nature and to get some healing, to talk to God, to allow Him to put something in me that will allow me to deal with situations that I know I have to deal with a clean mind, away from the structure. And maybe you can relate to me. Sometimes you just have to pause and appreciate the moment. Life is going to move, whether you are busy or you're staying still. It's going to move. That's one thing that will never change, right? And that is the evolution of time. That is the ticking of the clock. But what you can do, my friend, is appreciate the moment. Dr. Seuss said that sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Don't move so fast past your present moment that you don't appreciate where you are now and you don't make it a memory. What is it today? What is it today that you need to just slow down? Because being busy isn't always being productive. It's not. It's not. So if I can do anything on this session, this episode of my podcast, it is to just slow down. Take a break. Give yourself some grace. You give grace, you give everybody else the benefit of life besides yourself. Just slow down and enjoy your moment. Enjoy where you are right now. Because life's going to keep going. So I just want to encourage you today to just enjoy the value of your moment. That was a better way. Clap for yourself.